Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to stay updated on the latest content. Uh, as someone who has grown up with the magical world of Sailor Moon, um, I must say that these episodes have transported me back to my childhood days filled with enchantment and um, wonder. Um, the battles, friendships, and emotional turmoil experienced by the characters resonate deeply with me, reminding me of the struggles and triumphs we all face in our own lives. Um, a standout feature of Sailor Moon Crystal episodes is their capacity to stir strong emotions within the audience. This series consistently delivers on this front, with numerous episodes that successfully evoke such feelings. As the anime progresses through its seasons, both the plot and character development become increasingly nuanced. The antagonists they face grow stronger, but so too do their alliances as new characters are introduced whom viewers come to adore just as deeply as the original cast. A remarkable anime episode is one that evokes feelings and suspense. And Sailor Moon Crystal excels at this, particularly when depicting the frequent life threatening scenarios faced by Sailor Guardians. And I'll take this makes many episodes of Sailor Moon Crystal worth revisiting to observe the development of the Sailor Guardians and the emotionally intense scenes. The series, the world is always on the brink, leaving viewers eagerly cheering for the main characters to protect the innocent lives on Earth. One of the most memorable episodes is when Usagi meets Rei for the first time. Their contrasting personalities and viewpoints made for quite the spectacle. At first, I was captivated by Rei's ethereal beauty, but her fiery spirit quickly turned our interactions into a series of spats. And the new, it's almost comical that Rei initially mistook Usagi for an evil entity and flung a protective charm at her during their initial encounter. However, despite their differences, they share identical values and similar mentalities, which is why they complement each other remarkably in a team setup. And they possess an unwavering sense of justice to safeguard the innocent. Hence, they manage to overlook their disagreements and join forces to vanquish anything that imperils their tranquility. Another episode that stands out is when Sailor Moon and the Sailor Guardians visit the devastated, battle-scarred Moon Kingdom. There, they encounter Queen Serenity's spirit, who shares detailed insights about the origins of the Sailor Guardians and their connection to the Moon Kingdom. Coincidentally, in the same episode, Queen Beryl manipulates Mamoru, transforming him into his previous incarnation, Prince Endymion, but with a dark twist making him malevolent. In this situation, Sailor Moon and the Sailor Guardians clash with Queen Metalia and Queen Beryl, who have hold over Prince Endymion. Overwhelmed by his altered state, Sailor Moon calls out to him as Serenity, but to no avail, a single ion. The influence of their enemies proves stronger as he resorts to harming Sailor Moon, demanding she reveals the way to use the legendary silver crystal. One of the most intense episodes is when Sailor Venus narrowly escapes the clutches of the enemy. As a dedicated fan of the Sailor Moon series, I found myself left with only four familiar faces: Sailor Venus, Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask, and a diminutive version of Sailor Moon. The rest of my beloved crew had fallen into the clutches of Prince Demande and his sinister allies. Reading the spirits of the remaining Sailor Scouts has dampened. In this particular episode, there's an abundance of intense feelings due to the majority of Sailor Guardians being taken captive. Uh, this leaves Sailor Moon feeling more hopeless than she ever has before. Um, so her determination to rescue at least one Guardian is evident, and viewers are left questioning the fate of the other Sailor Guardians. The combination of helplessness and suspense makes this episode stand out as one of the most impactful of the season. Another episode that showcases the emotional depth of the series is when Sailor Cluedo makes a stunning comeback and saves Sailor Moon Chibi. And following the acquisition of a Mugen Botanical Garden plant for their home, Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Venus noticed the demise of neighboring plants. While their new acquisition began to bud in less than 24 hours, intrigued by this strange occurrence, Sailor Moon and the Sailor Guardians decided to investigate Mugen Botanical Garden, prompted by Sailor Jupiter's suspicions about a recently developed plant. As feared, they encountered Telu, a Deathbusters member who launched an attack. In the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, Sailor Cluedo made a dramatic comeback and shielded Sailor Chibi Moon from Telu's deadly strike. The return of Sailor Pluto is a joyous occasion, as viewers have pointed out a striking similarity between Setsuna Meo and Sailor Plowder from season 2. The final episode of the season is a thrilling conclusion to the battle between Sailor Moon and the Sailor Guardians. And in this episode, it becomes strikingly clear that Pharaoh 90 wreaks havoc and that Hotaru's life has been riddled with hardship due to her father. Hotaru struggles for autonomy over her own body, but she faces an uphill battle given the years of mistreatment she suffered. And Mistress Nine is powerful in her own right, making it a tragic situation for Hotaru as she battles a seemingly insurmountable foe, apart from being deeply emotional due to an unfolding sorrowful narrative. This episode stands out by featuring some of the most impressive fights of the season. Hotaru valiantly persists in her struggle, safeguarding the spirits of Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Venus, and Sailor Chibi Moon. The third season's enhanced animation adds a breathtaking touch to this scene, showcasing remarkable visuals such as Mistress Nine's hideous metamorphosis into a diamond and the emergence of Sailor Saturn. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will